Welcome to the Crypto Factor. Welcome to another live AMA. Welcome to the channel where we're going to be answering your questions from the chat. We do this every week at 7 o'clock EEST time. I think it's about 12 ET time. Comment down below, comment in the chat where you are viewing from. Where are you currently in this world, in this weird, wonderful, amazing, but at the same time, distracting and stressful world. If it's your first time here, my name is Paul, and this is the Crypto Factor. We are a cryptopreneurship channel by cryptopreneurs for cryptopreneurs. We do live streams every Sunday at 7 EEST time, as I mentioned. We do reviews, we do interviews with some of the most successful people and pioneers in crypto. We do daily videos that get straight to the point. Don't waste your time with no fluff and no bullshit. If you like the kind of things, if you like cryptocurrency, if you like these kind of videos, subscribe down below, hit that bell notification button so you don't miss the next video. And yeah, I'm looking at the chat, and yes, Harry, it is great that I have my microphone this time. Even though that intro I did that day with my microphone off was arguably the best intro I ever did on this channel or my other channel. And the microphone just had to be off. This time I made sure it was on. And as a matter of fact, when you just said that, I had to look to see if it's on because I wasn't sure. But anyway, welcome back. I see Sportgram here asking about Anchor. We'll talk about it in a bit. But yeah, comment in the chat, where are you viewing from? Where in the world you are? I'm really interested. And let's get into what's going on with Bitcoin right now, because everybody is wondering if we're in a crypto bear market or are we going to have a massive rebound. And we're going to try and address this, explain this, and talk about this in this live stream. But before we do that, I'm going to take a sip of that water. So, are we still in a bull market? Are we going to bounce back up from here? Are we going to go back to all-time highs? Or are we in a bear market? Are we going to go down? Are we going to lose our shit? And that Lambo, that Lambo that you have, that you love, is going to go kaput. Well, we'll talk about it right now. And let's go to the charts real quick. I'm going to do some light technical. I'm not even going to do technical analysis. It's going to be very light because that's not what this channel is all about. But let's have a look at the charts real quick and try to address what is going on. So right now we're seeing a bit of a pump, a bit of a bounce. I talked about this yesterday. So I said that if we were going to break down below the 45-46 level here, okay, I explained that we need to keep above this in order to try and break 52K, right? So we can keep this bull market going by the end of this week. Now, we broke this. We broke the 45-46 region. And I said if we do break this, and this is another video I did, you can check the video. If we break it, we're more than likely going to go down to the 40-41K level, which we did. And if we break this level here, we're more than likely going to go down to the 30,000 level, which can't be good, right? It's pretty bad. 30,000 level. Now, could we bounce from the 30,000 level and go back up? Yes, sure. But then that is possible being a bear market or being in a bear market, taking us all the way to 20K if we broke that. I also said months now that the bull run will end either December in 2021 or the first quarter of 2022. Either the bull market will end or we'll get such a massive dip that it's gonna look like a bear market and we're gonna continue going to the upside. All right, now what happened so far? We broke the 45-46K level. We dropped down to the 40-41 level. As a matter of fact, we hit 40,480 sort of ish right here, okay? We held the support. This was the line in the sand. If we went below that, it would be very difficult. If we closed below that on the weekly. And we did bounce up from here. I'm seeing these averages cross. We're bouncing up right now on the hourly. And we're at the 42,000 level. We're not in the clear yet. We need to break the 45K level to have another chance at the 52K level. I'm just saying. Now, could we go down from here? Yeah, sure. We could go sideways. We could go up. We're just talking probabilities right now. I'm just telling you what we need to do. Let's go to the daily real quick. So as you can see, the daily, we are still getting a lot of pressure. It's more than likely we're going to bounce up to maybe the 44, 45K. See, right there with the resistances, these are the moving averages. But right there where we broke, that's the resistance we need to get above to have another crack at 52. And these averages going down is not helping us. That is not. Does this look like a heads and shoulders pattern? Yes, but in order for it to confirm, we need to break the neckline, which is what? 39 to 40K again. We're not breaking it. So the heads and shoulders pattern also confirms this view. Now, I think we're going to go up to the 44, 45K, maybe pull back a little bit, and I think we're going to go above it just because I am bullish. I'm a bullish person. Let's see what happens. And we're going to have another crack at 52K. But these are the levels you need to be watching. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, Paul, you can go up and go down. Yeah, yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying go up or down. Obviously, you can go up or down. There are probabilities. That's not where we're looking here. I'm just telling you what range to look at so you can have a plan in case we do that. Does that make sense? That's what technical analysis is all about. It's not Nostradamus analytics. It's technical analytics, right? Now, analysis. Now, let's go to the chat real quick and see what's going on if we have any questions. So Sportgram asking about Anchor right here. Anchor is a great protocol. It has a use case. It has utility. It might be a little bit before its time. That does not mean it's not going to go up. If you were following this channel, you know we were heavy in Anchor in the beginning of the year and we got out into other tokens. And I think it's going to be good. It's a good project. I don't think it's going anywhere. But I don't think it's going to be the best performing one necessarily. Hi from Southeast London. I see Earth Future here as well. I see Johan also, man. Nice to see you guys. Canada. Is it cold in Canada? I'm in Greece. It's kind of warm here. Cold and warm, cold and warm. 30K in play. When that 30K is in play if we break that support. But let's see if we break that support or not. The fact that everyone is saying that we're probably going to go down to 30K makes me confident that we might not. We'll see. We'll see, though. We'll see if we break that 40, 41K level. Quite possible. Gas says, come on, don't tell me you think this is going bullish. It's just a pump. We expected it. I didn't say I think it's going to be where we're going bullish. I was the one that called for the crash. First of all, I called the previous top at 64K. Second of all, I called a bear market first quarter of 2022, even December, the beginning of one, or a massive crash. It's going to look like one. I'm just saying right now, I don't think it's going to go down. I am leaning a little bit more bullish than bearish. Now, am I saying it's definitely going to be better? No, I'm not saying, I'm not being definite here. I am leaning bullish though for many reasons. Okay, I'm not going to go into all the reasons right now in this video, but I think we're still going to go up. Now, I might be wrong. We might have to go down first, then go up. As for expecting the pump, yeah, everyone expects it at 40, 41K, dude. I mean, that was just obvious. That's not the point, though. The point is, do you think it's going to continue, or do you think it's going to still keep on going down? Do you think that big heads and shoulders pattern right here is going to play out or not? And even though heads and shoulders, they're not always confirmed by me, I don't think so. I think we're going to go up to the 30, 45, 46K level, maybe go down a little bit, maybe trade sideways and then go up. That's what I think. Am I 100% confident? No. I'm 55% confident. It's still too early. We're in a range. We don't know yet. This is a no trade zone, right? A 41, 40K entry will be an okay buy zone if you're trying to catch a falling knife because you think it's going to bounce, obviously. But I'm not saying that. Anyway, René Montenegro saying 30K first. I think if we break, and let me tell you what I think is going to happen, okay? Seriously. If we break the 40K level, it's 41K support, but I'm calling 40K psychological. If we break the 40K level, I think we're going to have a wick down to 38K. Around 30 is 37, 500, 38K. And then depending on how fast we bounce back up, I think we're going to go back up pretty fast from there. I don't think we're going to get down to the 30K level. If we do start going down to the 30K level, then I would have been right with my projection I had months ago, right? 6 months ago. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Remember, Bitcoin has a mini fake out pump, and now no one is turning. Don't put words in my mouth, René. You know, the cool thing is about videos, you could always rewind, or rewind's old school, but you can go back and see what is said. If you're trying to put words in my mouth, you know, why don't you put your own channel up and start talking about this stuff, man? Like, this is not the place for that. Anyway. Torsten Hempel, hi Paul, how are you, man? I'm doing good, bro. And hi, and thank you to everybody on the channel saying hi. I'm seeing the messages. Just for everyone's sake, I'm just going straight to the questions so we don't waste much time there. But I really appreciate all of you. James says, I accept that I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, well, the truth is most of us don't, man. We can only talk probabilities. A 55% chance, I'm giving a 55% chance we're going to go back up from here is hardly a decisive factor to get in, right? I'm just saying I'm leaning bullish, right? The two different things. We need to break 45 to 46K gas, and if we break that, and why am I saying 45, 46K? 46K technical, 45K psychological, right? If we break that and close above it, we have another shot at 52K. And if we break 52K and close above it, we have a shot for this, well, this bull market more than likely is going to be continued. And that's what we're looking at right now. Yeah. Garbies, you were hidden because that was just a stupid message. And thank you, Blaze, for getting rid of that. Cardano is pissing me off. They are doing much. Look, when something pisses you off enough and it has fundamentals, you believe it has fundamentals, not doing anything. When everybody gets fed up of it, when everybody gives up and there's low volume, that's when the price can start pumping to the upside. Right? It's easier to move. You never expect those massive moves to just keep on moving, if it makes sense. Am I saying Cardano's going to do this? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when Bitcoin is frustrating you enough and everybody capitulates and gives up and gets out and this is not going to go anywhere, that's when you're going to have another massive, massive rally, right? And right now, Bitcoin's been going down for a while, and people are getting sick of it. People are getting worried. You can see it with YouTubers, right? They're getting scared. They're getting scared that it's going to keep on going down. So that is actually a good thing, if it makes sense. How do you think altcoins will behave if Bitcoin just continues to linger? Hey, Gord, how are you, man? They're probably going to start going up because people want to invest. It's just that Bitcoin right now is holding back the market for many reasons. The biggest market is fear. Fear from the Fed, fear from all that stuff. But generally, if you notice the correlation, altcoins want a pump right now. They just do. And you can have seen that with the price action we had during the last few weeks. So my belief is if Bitcoin starts going up, altcoins are going to start performing again. But if Bitcoin just trades sideways, I think altcoins are going to start performing regardless. They're going to start going up. Now, that is my view. We've seen this before. I'm not just making it up, but that's what I'm betting on. XRP and ADA price prediction 2022. All gaming. Great question. Let me ask this though. By price prediction if it's a bear market, or by price prediction if it's a bull market? Yeah, if it's a bull market, if this bull market continues, I'm looking at For ADA, I'm looking at a $47 ADA, with 10 being the absolute top towards the end of the bull market, $10, right? XRP, depending on the news they have with the case and everything, I'm looking at a $5 XRP, and it can go much higher depending on the news or what happens with the case and so on, right? It all depends on if we have clarity or if we just have bullish news or if we have, we think it's going to go well. It's a whole bunch of things with XRP. Harry ML, I think we're in a bear market. We're going down. Everyone, okay, we're going down, but we also went up a lot, right? These 50-60% drop in Bitcoin is normal in a bull market. Right? So it's 40% was a norm as well. It's just that all the YouTubers, they said, oh, we're not going to get these massive dips anymore now because institutions, because use case, because this is different this time. No, it's not. So it's never different. So 40-50% dips or pullbacks or bear trends, whatever you want to call them, exist in crypto. They just do, right? So you cannot say we are bearish and it's a confirmed you know when it's a confirmed bear market, and this might sound surprising to you. You might say, haha, you might make fun of me, and that's fine, that's okay. But it would be a confirmed bear market, in my opinion, if we close below 30K. If we close below 30K, yes, it was a bear market. Tone Vase has the same views as me on this, by the way, right? I also asked him what he would see the low of a bear market would be for Bitcoin, and his view was 20K. My view was 17K myself. So I don't know. That probably doesn't help a lot because it's just a big, drop from here to 30K, and we probably will visit it if we break 40K, right? With volume, and we don't do that thing I talked about before, the recovery. But it is what it is, man. Everything's not always flowers in Bitcoin, right? But all this uncertainty, everybody think it's bear, and all that, people making fun of the people that think it's bull, that's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing. People are getting very bearish, and that's great. People are getting scared, even better, right? So let's see what happens. Proud, I never trust a man who loves his Lambo. Why, man? Why can't I love my Lambo? James, if you had a Lambo, wouldn't you love it? James Villena, thoughts of broken monthly trend. In history of Bitcoin, this has only resulted in a bear market. Well, we haven't broken the prior swing lows of 41K right now. It could be a break of trend, but it doesn't mean, and just because something never happened before, if it never happened, doesn't mean it doesn't have to happen. Like, of course, certain things like reduce or expand certain probabilities, but that does not mean that's going to happen. It's like the heads and shoulders. Everyone's calling heads and shoulders when there was no heads and shoulders or it wasn't broken. How can you call a heads and shoulders pattern heads and shoulders if it hasn't broken yet? You just can't. Also, the death cross. The death cross is a lagging indicator, right? So everyone just saw a death cross. Everyone's losing their shit. It does not mean it's going to play out. It's a lagging indicator, right? Many times the death cross would go into the death cross and Bitcoin would shoot back up from there. It's almost going to become a bullish sign for Bitcoin. It all depends. So Harry, my forecast for ADA, I told you, if we're still in the bull market, I'm looking at $4 to $7, possibly 10 at the peak. Sandbox, I have high expectations. I think it's going to do very well. I am holding Sandbox for a while now. I've been talking about it for a long time on this channel, as long as Decentraland and other gaming tokens. I think Sandbox could easily do a 2-3x easy, and we'll see where we go after that. Hi from Malaysia. What is your position on Matic? Matic will benefit in a bull market because of gaming, but also because Ethereum needs it. Ethereum needs Matic as a layer 2. It provides different things, and basically for gaming, it's just a great coin. It's another one of my big holdings, by the way. Fear No Evil says, how do I feel about buying cannabis stocks before cannabis becomes illegal in the US? I don't feel much about it, and I'll tell you why. When it comes to news, okay, this is a bit more serious, but when it comes to news, right, there's news for the classes and news for the masses. The news for the classes, you, me, we won't know about it. We just won't, okay? News for the masses is what they want us to believe or what they make up just for news reports and so on, okay? For me, price tells me, there's a saying that says, show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. When I predicted XRP was going to go down, you should get out, and it's not going to go up for a while. This was before the SEC news. It was the price action that told me that, not the news, right? Everything else was just common sense after that. So show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. So let me see the cannabis stocks charts, see how it goes, right? And that's how I'll make my decision, if that makes sense. What's up, Germany? I've been in Germany. I've been in Frankfurt. I've been in, Wiesbaden. I've been in Frankfurt. I've been in, what was the other one called? Where the American base is, the big one. Anyway, been around Germany. I've been in Germany for about a month and a half. It was really cool. Have I heard of ad shares? It's holding up well in the dips. I have not. I think I may have heard of it, but I do not know anything about it. Iger says, Yasu Paul. What's up, Iger? Still believe on Boost Coin, they went down. Obviously, they went down. I mean, Bitcoin took a dive and everything went down with it. All these small caps, all these small coins, they will move up fast, go down fast. That's why you want to be looking at Bitcoin. That's why we chart Bitcoin. And that's why we don't, one of the reasons we chart Bitcoin and not crap coin, B coin, C coin, or whatever, right? Is because Bitcoin, well, A, you can do a chart on it because there's technical analysis on it. You can't really do technical analysis on new tokens because they have no price history. They just go wherever the market goes on speculation, right? So it's very hard to do technical analysis on them. And B, because Bitcoin will pretty much move the market. That's what we chart. So yeah, Boost Coin will go down inevitably, just a whole bunch of other projects as well, because of Bitcoin. Now, if it recovers fast or not, and what happens after, that's where we have to look more into it and so on. What's up, Houston? Vitaly says, hello, Paul. Why I have this feeling that if we're not going to make it now and we go bear, a lot of people get scared of crypto and bay new investors. Is this a legit thought? Well, that's what happens in bear markets, and that's why crypto was down for like a couple of years or a year or two. Whenever that happens, that's exactly what happens. People get scared, they get out. Then people panic. Then people get mad, they capitulate, and so on. There's a really cool thing called the Wall Street cheat sheet. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Let me show it to you real quick. Let me just show you real quick here. Give me a second. This thing right here, okay? So you start in disbelief, you go to hope when there's the first little crash right here. Then you start saying optimism, this rally is real. Then there's belief, oh my God, time to get fully invested, somewhere around here. Most people get somewhere around here. Then there's the thrill, I will buy more on margin and tell everyone to go buy. This is what's going on. Then the four, yeah, they're a genius, they're going to be rich. Then it starts going down. And every little bump, we just need to cool off for the next rally, which is cool, okay? Then it goes down even more, and there's anxiety. Then there's denial, then there's panic, then there's capitulation, then anger, and so on. Then there's depression. And then when it tries to go up again, disbelief. Its market cycles, goes up, goes down, then goes up higher, then goes down, and so on. That's basically what happens with all markets, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's whatever, right? Gibran Khan says, best channel ever, thank you very much. Like you on BitBoy Show. Yeah, it was fun. I'm going back on the 11th. I think it's in a couple of days. And then I'll be making a show there whenever the conditions allow or align. Have you ever known the crypto market trade sideways for so long? Yes. Yes, in how, what way? There's also a theory of expanding cycles that things just stretch out longer over time, over the years, right? So it's just natural anyway, even if it's a bit longer. But generally, yes, it can frustrate you to a point where you just want to leave and get scared and get fed up. That's usually where big moves are made after. What are my thoughts on AMP, Aaron? I have some AMP. I don't have much thoughts about it. I just bought it out of pure speculation. I think it might do good. DOT in 2022. Sammy, if this bull market continues, DOT with parachains is going to be a very good mover. For me, it's a blue chip. It's a blue chip, and it's also a good pick because if we do get in the bear market, it will more than likely bounce back in the next bull market. You'll just be left over with a bag, which no one wants, right? But at least it can bounce back after a few years. Vitaly says, I just used 30% yesterday of my USDT in some coins we are following and put stop losses 5% lower. Risky. Yeah, 5% in crypto is a bit too small. 5% would make sense in stocks and stuff like that. But the problem with stop losses in crypto and using margin in general is that when there's something called stop hunting, right? Where they try and hunt for your stops to get you out. That's usually what happens with those rebounds, those short squeezes and so on as well. I got frustrated leverage trading for this reason because I would do perfect calls and I would still get stopped out before the going up, which I knew it's going to go up. So it's very hard. Sure, you can try it, but when it's too volatile, you can't do it. And when it's not volatile enough, you can't do it. It's kind of an in-between thing. But yeah, if you put like a stop loss under 40K and you put 37K or 30, that may make sense. But you could always get hit, taken out of the market, and then the price will go the direction you thought it was going to go anyway. So it's very difficult to do it in crypto in general. Fairfax VA, I have no reason why it is. SOL is getting me pissed because it keeps getting hacked. Yeah, I know, man. We made a lot of profits on Solana. We did on this channel. But the truth is that worries me a little bit. But the good news is, just because it keeps on getting hacked doesn't mean it's not going to go up in price, right? So I would, just try and buy it at the lows, and it should do very, very well. There's too many big investors behind Solana for it not to. And their use case for gaming and their niche down on gaming and everything is very good. And I think it will do very well. AVAX and DOT as well as gaming crypto will survive a bear market. Okay, yes, they will. But that does not mean they're not going to go down. I'm hearing a lot of YouTubers and so-called experts say they're not going to go down in the bear market. They will. They're going to take a massive drop. And anybody that says otherwise do not know what they're talking about. They're going to take a massive drop. The only thing is they will either come back faster or there'll be more chance of them to come back later on. But a lot of gaming cryptocurrencies are just going to disappear. They are, inevitably, because they're overexposed in expenses, and when they get in the bear market, they won't be able to survive. They just will. So the smaller tokens, they're probably going to vanish. I'm just telling you this. Bookmark this video right here, me saying this right now. I'll bet my reputation on it, right? And if I'm wrong, it's okay, because so far, nothing has shown us that this is going to be the case. In a bear market, everything drops. Why should it be different? Every time I hear it's going to be different this time, I go, here we go again. You know what I mean? They will drop. Like, don't no ifs and buts about it. So be very careful if you're basing your plan or strategy around that. Like, I'm going to get into Decentraland and Access because they'll never drop in the bear market. Yes, they will. They will go down so fast, like a hooker in Taiwan does to. I don't want to get into specifics. Doge at 15 cents, is Doge dead? No, it's asleep, man, but I told you about these meme coins. Take profits on the way up fast. Would you rather have FTM, DOT, AVAX, or ADA for the climb? Oh my God, Naim, okay, very good question, but very hard question. I hold FTM, I hold DOT, I hold AVAX and ADA. If I had to pick one of them right now, it would be AVAX followed by DOT. DOT if it was going to be more longer term, right, or midterm. FTM is going to do well. I think it's going to go up as well. All these coins you mentioned, ADA is a bit more long term, but all these coins you mentioned, they're going to do well. They're going to bounce back if we get into a bull market. They just are. Which one I'd rather hold? AVAX, I guess, and the only reason I'm saying AVAX is because I have more AVAX than anything else from these coins mentioned, which means if I'm logically looking at myself from outside, I probably like AVAX more. Otherwise, I'd have more FTM than AVAX. Does that make sense? So yeah, I have to go with AVAX. Who do you think Satoshi is? Oh, come on, man. This is something we've been talking for years. No one knows. I don't know who it is. I really don't. I think it's a team of people. I think it was a few people. Or maybe it was just one person, but there was a team around him or people he worked with around him. But it's just too much of a... I think we're way beyond that. One more. Is it going to work entering in the position after the green candle closes over 8 EMA after waterfall downtrend? I don't understand the question, man. I'm sorry. I think I know what you're trying to say, but I'm not sure, man. We already talked about it. Shiba is the only good meme coin because you could do things with it. Look, I'll say this, okay? I'll say this about meme coins because I was a Doge guy for a while. My dog was a Doge guy. I was collecting it. Shiba Inu is to Doge what Ethereum is to Bitcoin. Let me say that again. Shiba Inu is to Doge what Ethereum is to Bitcoin. And if you think about that a little bit, you'll understand my views on both of them. Talk about Phantom, will it pump? Yeah, I think Phantom will do very well if we continue the bull market. Hi from France, Paul. Deltacron, new COVID version. Do you think it will give more fear to the markets? I think we're getting immune a little bit to fear. In a sense, we're all sick of it. And I think we all understand that there's nothing much we can do about it. If there's new fear, there'll probably be more money printing. The stock markets will probably go up. We'll see about that. These variants are just going to keep on coming. They just are. It's going to become Omicron, for example, might be a good thing. And I actually said this. I didn't want to say it on this channel. As in, if it becomes a dominant version of the named virus, it could kill off the other or reduce the other variants, and it's actually easier to pass through it. A virus doesn't want to kill you. It wants to live with you, because if you die, it dies. So as they change, as these variants come out, it doesn't always mean it's going to become stronger. It might become lighter over time. Anyway, my prediction is March or by summer, it's actually going to be easier. Things might actually even be better. And I think it's going to become a seasonal thing where we just get a shot every day, just like a normal virus flu shot. It might even be combined at some point, and it's going to be fine. And if you worry about how they're making these things so fast, they already have the base layer, so it's very easy to get new vaccines fast as new variants come out. As a matter of fact, if you are a developer and if you know coding, you would understand why. All right, levels. If we're not in a bear market, then why this bull market end? Then when this will bull market end? Bearing in mind that we're already in 2020. Well, I've already predicted that in 2022, the first quarter of 2022, we're either going to have a beginning of a bear market. I said December or beginning 2022, either the beginning of a bear market, which we could be in, or we're going to have such a massive drop that it's going to look like a bear market, and there's going to be a continuation, which I think is what's happening. Let's see which one it plays out. But in all truthfulness, we don't know yet. Is Binance basically full of scam coins? Most exchanges that make a lot of money list any coin just to make money, which means usually they have a lot of scam coins, right? So it all depends. Other ones are a bit more compliant. Binance, KuCoin, and so on, they give you the freedom to choose your own scams as well, and that's fine by me. I think there's a reason for that, a service for that, a place for that. What are my thoughts on AMP token being introduced to the scale? I hold AMP token. I predict it's going to do well. Let's see how it goes. I have no thoughts on it, man. I really don't. So what I'm hearing about and learned from previous bull runs, all the signs of a bear market are here except for a blow off top. What do you think? Why it is believed that we're still in the bull run? Because it's not just about the blow off top. There's other things you have to consider as well. 40-50% retracements, even more sometimes, are normal in a bull market. B, we didn't drop that far. If it was a bear market, I think we should. I didn't see the altcoins rally after the blow off top as they should. I didn't see. It just doesn't feel. I can't explain. It just doesn't feel like a bear market. It just doesn't. You know, it's. Let me just try and articulate this. In a bear market, you have a lot of bullish news, and the price doesn't move at all. It just keeps on going down. That's another sign for it. But we haven't broken the prior swing lows, which is 41K, 40K psychological. We're not looking. We haven't had the blow off top. We haven't seen the exponential altcoin run that usually happens with that. There's just so many. There's other factors as well. And I'm the one that called that the bear market will start in December or beginning 2022, but I still don't think we're there yet. I just don't. And if we are, we should still get another bounce, like a relief rally, right? So we don't know yet. Coin, I have no opinion about. Are you buying anything today? No, I am not, Gibran. I'm sitting on the sidelines waiting, have my holding positions. As you guys know, I was taking profits on higher levels, and now I'm just waiting. I have my profits on one side. I'm just waiting. If we break 45K, I'll think about getting in again, depending on how. Or I might just keep my profits and let whatever I hold ride, which is more than enough. What's the good thing to buy right now, do I think? Projects that did well, price action wise, in the bear market, when we're going down, Cosmos might be one of them, Polkadot might be one of them, Ethereum definitely might be one of them, even though we dropped a little bit more now. These are good projects to be in. Decentraland. On Axie. I think Axie is a great coin. I think it will go back up once the bull market continues, if we resume the bull market. I think it will do good, and I think it's going to break its all-time highs. Even though you can argue there's a lot of other games out there and stuff like that, when Axie moves, it will move. Thoughts on Chromia? I have no thoughts on Chromia. Do you think of Coinbase's? What do I think of Coinbase's wallet? I don't use it. The desktop version on Google Chrome asks for permission to have access to all my files. No. So I never use the website version. Do things. It's okay to keep it in the exchange. I would not download the wallet. It's just not me. There's other things I like to download. Other wallets I like to use. Did you sell at the top? Near the top. I sold near at the top, not at the top. I sold at 58, 57,000. I can't remember. There's a video that I talked about it once I saw we were going down. And then again at 52,000. Not all of my positions, just some of my positions. I never sell all my positions. What do you think this deflationary period coming is going to do to the markets all around? I don't think there's going to... I think that right now, the only reason there's talk of a deflationary period and not an inflationary period is because there's elections coming up, right? And Biden needs to look tough. I think there's going to be more. There's going to be more printing and so on. If we go into deflation, that's usually when big, not bear markets, but big recessions happen. So but let's see what happens. What it's going to do, it's not going to be good. Let's put it that way. I think right now, stocks and everything is being rolled on the thing of inflation, on the inflation factor, if you will. Let's see what happens. I have a theory that Satoshi will reveal himself the day Bitcoin hits 100,000, and he will realize his 2 million Bitcoin because the price is crashed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's a good theory, though. How do you feel about DOT? I like DOT. I explained earlier on. Another Fed report next Wednesday. Keep some money on the side for that. Yeah, of course. I have $1,000. Which two coins? Right now, I would wait. But if you're gonna get into something, I'd get into a blue chip coins or something that's not too degen, if you will. So top layer coins that will probably come back after a bear market, just in case we do get into one, that have gone down a lot or have held their price very well. So none of the middle part. So DOT, Cosmos, Ethereum, things like that, Bitcoin. When is the bear market, Paul? I almost sold everything. Daryl, if we don't know yet. We just don't. I explained earlier on in this video. I hope you saw it. If not, go back. We're waiting on a few things to realize if we are in one or not. Can you give your opinion on Colin Talks crypto Bitcoin indicator? I don't have no idea about it. I'm sorry. Hi Paul, ADA is the only layer 1 with no VCs, which makes it more anti-dump. Is that correct? All others have massive... Well, if that was the case, why did it dump? Everything dumps, dude. VCs or not. What about Bitcoin back in the day or other tokens back in the day in 17 and stuff where there was no VCs? They all dumped, right? My thoughts on Bitcoin going to 100K. I think Bitcoin can reach 100K. My prediction is 100 to 140K if we continue this bull market. But, please pay attention here. I will personally be taking profits at 72,000, right? Around that area. 84,000. And then again between 100 to 140,000. Because we don't know if it's going to reach there or not, right? Lafayette, Fairfax, VA is in the USA, in Northern Virginia, near Washington, D.C. I love your channel, by the way. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you. What are your thoughts on Saitama? I don't know. I've never heard of it. I think it's way better than SHIB. Oh, it's a meme coin. I have no idea. Why crypto is tied to traditional market, especially in NASDAQ, when it's supposed to be the opposite of it? Because even if it is the opposite, it's not. First of all, Bitcoin is always being correlated to the stock market. There's no proof of concept yet. It'll get there eventually to be uncorrelated, but it has to prove itself. It hasn't proven itself in the bear market or when the stock market crashes yet. Don't forget that Bitcoin came out 2008, 2009, at the crisis, for the crisis, but we haven't been in a real crisis since then, if that makes sense. So we don't know. I see a super chat. Let's answer this real quick first. Imagine talking about anything other than Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. We talk about everything, man. We talk about everything on this channel, bro. But yeah, it's nice to see a Hexagon in the channel. Let's not forget about our fellow Hexagons. Paul, can you list your top 5 crypto bag? Sure. My hodl bag or my mid to long term bag? And please, if I don't mention a coin, don't get like crazy about it. I hold a lot of coins, right? So if I don't mention your favorite one, don't go nuts. But anyway, Ethereum, Solana, DOT, Atom, Mana, and Matic. And obviously Bitcoin #1 always for me, right? And there are other projects I have close to those as well, but those are some of my main ones. It's easier to do my... oh, wait, you mean my top bag, how much of each I'm holding price-wise? How much money I have in it? Oh, no, sorry, my bad. Let me change it up a little bit. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Atom, and AVAX. That's my biggest positions. That doesn't mean they're my favorite coins, though. Paul, where would you put more money? Because I want to trade in and out of them. Hope you're doing well with your health, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've been praying for you, brother. I don't know if you're drinking a lemon water, and I recommend you keep... Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man. I believe in the power of pray. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Gibran says, guys, please subscribe and share this. It's the only channel that answers every question from the chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I agree. You should like this channel. You should push that like button right there. Right? You should click that like button. You should subscribe. And you should say hi to my puppy that just came. What's up, baby? My dog just came in and decided to say hi. He knows how to open, close doors. A few days ago, he wanted to go for a walk. He wanted to go somewhere. He wanted to go to the doggy park. I wasn't really available because I was working. And he went downstairs, put on my car, switched on the engine and drove there on his own. I had to take a taxi to go find him. It's crazy. All right. Do you play Halo any game? No, I don't play games anymore, man. I'm all about work, but I love my work. So yeah, I don't play games anymore, man. It's a shame. I used to be a big Civilization guy, though. Civilization series, and I used to play a lot of Age of Empires and stuff like that. Where was I? Did you hear about Bitmart hack? Yes. And how it's affecting SafeWin holders. What are your thoughts on centralized exchanges versus decentralized? Centralized exchanges have their place. Decentralized exchanges as well. There's hacks on both of them, right? And it just happens, guys. It just happens. You have to be careful. That's why you should always keep your crypto in a wallet, because not your keys, not your crypto. That's it. A lot of exchanges, they have insurance, so you're not going to have a problem. They're always going to give you back your money. You just might be a little bit scared or stressed for a while, but it shouldn't be a problem. Hi, Paul. Bought Bitcoin at 44,000. Do I cut my losses and sell now and buy back with the hopes it goes lower, or better to hold? It all depends, man. Carol, thank you for being on the channel. It all depends on how much. If you bought one Bitcoin at 44,000, let's just give an example, and you lost a few thousand, or you can break even, and you want to see which direction this is going to go, then yeah, you can get out of your position, because obviously that's going to give you some peace of mind. If you are a risk taker and you want to keep it, whatever, and you feel like we can go down low, you could buy more as we go down. It depends on how long you're in it for. How long you're going to be in for. Like if you're in 5-10 years, I wouldn't worry about it that much. And if you have money, if you depend on this money, that you shouldn't have invested all of it anyway. But if you depend on this, then maybe you want to take half out, and then dollar cost average depending on which direction it goes. And you'll make less, but you'll also lose less. It depends on so many things: age, what your goal is, how much money you want to make. If you were going to tell me, I just want to make double my money, there are other ways. It all depends. Carol says, love your no bullshit attitude. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, Carol. Just hold your coins and wait 30 days. Okay, if we are in a bear market or about to enter a bear market, when do you feel the next bull run will begin? About a year and a half levels. And thank you. I appreciate you too. In about a year and a half, give or take a few months. If we go full bear and we realize we're in a bear market and capitulate, it's going to take a while to get out of it. Yeah. But that's generally how long it will last for. Yes, but I now have 12,000 tokens, and so many have multiplied already in 21. The only reason that there's no blow off top, yeah, GS, but still, okay, maybe. But there's a lot of money in NFTs as well. There's so many factors you have to take into consideration. We'll see. That's all I can see. This is why I don't like making predictions based on, I like looking at the charts. And right now we have no confirmation for either. We just don't, right? I already talked about XRP. Which exchanges do you use for your trading? Which is the best for US? Okay, I wouldn't know which one is the best for a US citizen because I'm not in the US. I use Binance and KuCoin. I also use decentralized exchanges, obviously. I use Uniswap. I use PancakeSwap. I use a whole bunch of them. But my two main exchanges is KuCoin and Binance. I feel we might see that 39, 40K. Yeah, maybe 38, 39K before we go up as well. That's very possible, sweet bro. Is ADA dead? No, it's asleep. Thoughts on XMR? I think XMR is great. It works. It does its job. It's you cannot hack you cannot track XMR. They did a competition that you can win money. I think you just can't hack it. Is this a good thing? I said XMR is great, but it wasn't its time to buy because they were going against privacy tokens and there'll be other profits to be made in other tokens. In the beginning of this bull market, I said this. But XMR would definitely be something I would be buying up in the bear market, and it's something that works, in my opinion. What's on my opinion on Smooth Love Potion? That I would like to use some if I had any. I have no opinion on it. GS, there's so many tokens taking a percentage of TCAP with a group taking to the main. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, stop. No, true. Yeah, but you'll get money. Retail hasn't gone in. There's no retail in retail is not in the market right now. It's mostly people in crypto, investors, hedge funds. Retail is not here yet. Trust me. Sir, I am all in KDA Cardano. Getting worried now. Yeah, but I told you. But perfect. I told you that Cardano had their run. I told you in Cardano before they had their run when I was working at Coin Metro, and then I told you Cardano is not gonna be the best performing token. Maybe it's not the one to get into right now. I haven't looked into it before. I haven't looked into it since. Sorry. So I don't know what my view is. I don't work for the exchange anymore. I really don't know I can't really answer that. I really can't. And I haven't looked at the charts either, so can't really answer. $1,000 XRP and XLM. You think XRP and XLM will go to $1,000? They are not. Total cap lost 1 trillion. That's a lot. Yeah, but not really. Like if you do the math, it's not really into how much we went up. Not in my opinion, anyway. But we had a nice rally for alts. Yeah, we had a nice rally, but not a crazy rally, if that makes sense. ADA, any possibility to return to $2? Yes, if this bull market continues. GS, watch out, Cardano came out of nowhere and from 28. Yeah, but we talked about it. But anyway, okay. There could be a big sell-off. It might go back up. We'll see. Thoughts on cake? I have some cake. I like the compounding effect it has on Binance Smart Chain. I actually hold some cake. Not a lot. I used to hold a lot more. I sold before we started going down. But I have some cake. I actually like it. I don't like that the team is not doxed, but at the same time, it's been there for a while and it works, right? How's it going, bro? What's up, HexCon? KDA was promoted by YouTubers and very new. Also, the blockchain was already issues. We talked about Cardano when I was working as a head of marketing at Coin Metro because that's where we had it launched on. We did their marketing too. Hey man, Bitcoin to zero. No man, no. Where do you think Chainlink after it's cleared $28? I'm seeing Chainlink could go easy $50 to $70 if the bull market continues. Easy. Chainlink, you need Chainlink. The bull market, Ethereum is not going to go anywhere without Chainlink. It's just not. You need a proof of stake, a proof of concept oracle for bringing information from outside the blockchain into the blockchain for the blockchain to function. And Chainlink has proved its concept. Hi Paul, greetings to Diaz. Finally, you changed the shirt. I was batching some videos altogether, man. Obviously, if I'm doing like 10 videos in a day, I'm not going to sit there changing my shirt in the car. So how long till we can relax? We need to break 45K and then break 52K, in my opinion, before we can relax. If relax is a term you can do. Yeah, and start taking profits again. Yeah. Stay patient, man. Or we can go under 40K and keep on going down. Then you can relax because we won't have anything left. Matic already had massive issues. They're supposed to help it if scale, but can't even. Yeah, but everything doesn't happen. Look, GS. Things take time to perfect. Mistakes are found. They're patched. And it continues. Does that make sense? Nothing's perfect out the box. Right? It just isn't. Otherwise, it will take too long to build. And still, you're going to have problems. Broccoli sprouts for high levels. Okay, thank you. I appreciate. I do all that. Yes, God bless you. Thank you very much. Farms was the game. Poly Farms was the game, and I did pull the game. Yeah, okay. Do you think the concept of Ethereum killer is dead? I never thought it was alive in the first place. Just hold. Yeah. I bought my 10,000 worth of Bitcoin at 50,000, and now it's very low. I'm not happy with my decision. Can't win here. Yeah, I was telling people to be careful there. Look, if you made an investment for many years and you're willing to hold through a bear market if we have one, you really don't have anything much to worry about. But at the same time, I know it can be scary, frustrating, and crap. So if you want to jump off for any reason, right, and take the loss, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. It all depends on each person's goals, risk factors, and so on, right? It really all depends. If you have no experience in trading, then just buy and hold solid profits. Yeah, I agree. I would also add buy in bear markets or massive dips. And I would also add gain experience, start studying. Do you trust, what happened here? Do you trust PancakeSwap staking? I auto stake my Pancake on PancakeSwap, so yes. Paul, when is the CBDC coming out of adoption? They hit like 2 times. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean by that question. SafeMoon price prediction, 5 to 10x if this bull market continues. It might go over than that, but I'll be taking profits along the way up. Would I buy SafeMoon? I would trade SafeMoon. I wouldn't put a lot of money into it. You have to be careful. It's a bit of a gamble, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what I would do. Good time to invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. Well, if you're dollar cost averaging, it's always a good time to invest, right? Right now, it's no trade zone, so you would wait to see which direction we go. Sir, you've used an H-bar and header. I think it's a good coin, but as I was telling you, it's a good project. Before its time, needs time to work. Will it be the next big thing? Maybe. Now enough time has passed. Maybe the next bull run, in my opinion, but it might pump in this one as well. Hex and Pulse. Hex and Pulse is pretty cool. I don't know about Pulse yet. I've made a lot of money on Hex. What do you think about VeChain? VeChain, from the beginning of this channel, said it's a great project. I know the use case. I know who they're working with. It's before their time. We'll see. I think VeChain is for the next bull market. The one after this. If it's still around, that's when you buy a VeChain, in my opinion. What do I think about Flux? Same as Cadena. We did that with Coin Metro when I was working there. We did their marketing and so on. That was the time. Are you into some NFTs on Solana? Yes, I am. I haven't looked at them at all, so I don't know if they're up or down. They're probably down. Did you lose, like me, a lot of SOL? I spent a bit of SOL on some projects, yes, but I also had a lot of Solana anyway, because obviously I bought a lot. Hi, Paul. Thanks for all your answers. What's your risk management strategy? That's just too big to go on to this live stream, dude. And it depends on too many factors as well. Your age, your goals, how much money you want to make. There's a whole bunch of stuff. What is SafeMoon price prediction if they release a product at Web3 and exchange? I answered it earlier on. I disagree with him on XRP, but it's okay. We will hit 1,000. You're not going to hit 1,000. You're just not. Okay, I'll tell you something else here. Bitcoin has never went below the price of what it was the year before on the same day. This is the bear market at the moment, but the verse maybe. Okay, I don't think so, though. Are you bullish on Polkadot? Yes, I am. Generally, bear market or not. Not that it's going to go up in the bear market, just saying in general I like Polkadot. I'm a dot man. Is it a good time to enter, please? It's a no trade zone, so no. Let's see the direction first. If XRP gets 10% of Swift transactions, it will be the $100. Okay. How high do you think Solana will go in the next bull run? If this bull market continues, I think Solana can hit $1,000, but I'll be taking profits before then. How long have you been in crypto, Paul? 2017. But I've been in crypto not as a crypto YouTuber. I was CMO of crypto companies. I do public speaking. I've written several books. They're behind me, by the way. I've worked with different companies, different exchanges as head of marketing. So I've done quite a lot. I've got my own game that's coming out. I feel like Bitcoin is going to go to zero by the end of this year. And then I don't think you should be on this on any live stream right now. Go enjoy your life, man. What do you think about Wonderland time? Oof, I've heard so much about it, but I really haven't had the time to study it. I know it's a good project, but I haven't looked into it. I'm not going to lie. Do you still think Ray and Serum has issues? Oh, good question. GS, I haven't used them since I made that video that I got out for that reason before whatever happened. I actually have that video out. I saw the customer service on Ray and I just got out. I just completely left and I made a video about it. Check out that video if you haven't on the date of that video. I'm not getting back into those projects and I haven't restudied them. I like Solana though. Do you think SafeMoon can hit $1 with a blockchain and exchange? No, it cannot. Not in my opinion. And you don't need to for it to hit $1 for it to make so much money either. Thank you so much for answering all the way. You're very welcome, man. Hey, Paul, is Serum a good project? It is, but you know, because of Ray, I decided not to get into that. Well, I think I might have some leftover Serum, but I really don't care much about it because of what happened to me with Ray. If you don't know what happened, watch that video. Just search my channel, you'll find it. Just put in the search thing, put Ray, and you'll find it. Radium, whatever. HBAR price prediction. I have no price prediction for HBAR. I just know it's a good project and I hold some. Thoughts on KuCoins? Could it get anywhere close to Binance market cap in the future? It doesn't need to go close to Binance market cap in the future for it to make a lot of money. And there's a lot of exchanges out there fighting for the same position. So getting close to it would be, there's too many exchanges fighting for that. So getting close to it is going to be very hard. But I do think it's going to do well. And I do like KuCoin. I'm sure you've made a lot of people a lot of money. Yes, I have. You're the best. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. What coin will be the next Axie Infinity? I'm looking at Vulcan Forged, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's going to be the next Axie Infinity, but I'm looking at it. I think it's going to do very well. And also, Vulcan Forge is one of them. I actually have a big stake in it, a big position into it. But also, have a look at Thetan Gem, or Thetan Arena, sorry. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but those are two of my riskier bets. Hi, Paul. What are your thoughts on Elrond? I think it's a great project. It's a good project, man. I don't have any, but I think it's good. Can you please clarify what Vitalik is trying to say? Ethereum 2.0 will take... Yeah. But that does not, just because Vitalik said that Ethereum is going to take 6 years for it to be ready, that does not mean Ethereum won't be used, won't go up in price, and won't provide solutions and utility until then. It's just that it's constantly being built. And you have to understand that as it's being built to where it's going to reach, it's going to it takes a lot of time. That's basically very logical. It's just people panic over logical things on crypto because they don't know any better. How long will it take for a car to perfect? It takes a long time. Like they're still being built and being perfected, right? So I think That might have not been the best example, but you get my drift. I think it's great, and I think it's right, and I think it's cool. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Thanks for the info. I remember your old video about issues during the transaction, taking your money, and that was that. Yeah, I got out of Radium. What happened after that? I don't know, because I never looked at Radium again after that. As soon as I took out my money from Radium, I never looked back at it. So I don't know what I did after that. Bitcoin will hit 100K, then dip to 75. Same FUD will be split as always. Humans are goofy like that. Maybe. Do you think EOS, ICP, Ethereum Classic will rise again? I wouldn't bet my money on it. Maybe EOS in the next bull market. But I wouldn't take my chances, Sharif. Ethereum Classic is a pump. Just take my money and go. So of course, it doesn't really do much. All the work is being done on Ethereum. Whenever there's FUD, that will go up. Some people, some key players might pump up the price on purpose so that people will dive into it so they can take money. I don't have any time for those projects. I just don't. Smash the like button, folks. Smash the like button, folks. I agree with that. And also, while you're at it, subscribe down the channel if you like this video. Gala, Peer, Rainmaker, any good? I love Gala. I love Peer, Vulcan Forged. I don't know anything about Rainmaker. How come you did not mention DOT on the top 10 cryptos to buy lately? Because I forgot. I literally forgot, and I put it down in the comments after that. How do you decide which projects to accept sponsorship from? I have to like the project, or at the very least, I have to think, I have to believe that it's going to go up, and there's a reason for me to make it on my channel. Now, it doesn't mean when I talk about it, it's going to go up, right? It just has to be something that interests me, or it has to be something that I want to talk about, or something that relates to something I've talked about. So it's very there's a lot of factors that go into me accepting sponsorships. But yeah, that's how I basically accept them. So also it depends what people want. So if I know people want to hear about meme coins, I'll talk about the meme coin. I'll make it very clear in the beginning that it's a sponsorship video. It's a sponsored video that might not go up. I'll make it very clear, but I'll talk about it because guess what? Meme coins are trending. People want to hear about them. They want it covered, so I'll talk about it, right? Obviously, I won't accept obvious scams and or anything like that. But that's how I will talk about it. The same thing with other, so it depends on the sectors being talked about. What do you think about big time game NFT? I bought some back in the day. Let's see what happens. I can't say anything about that. If you have only 3 coins to choose from, what would they be? When? Right now? The second? Bitcoin, Ethereum would definitely be 2 of them. And I'd probably go with something along the lines of either Decentraland, Sand, or Polkadot as the other one. What do you about the Flix and KDA? I already answered it many times. Flux and KDA. Best ecosystem in 2022, Pulse Chain. We'll see what happens with Pulse Chain. It's actually a pretty cool experiment, and I'm calling it an experiment because Richard Hart also said the same thing on my channel. I think it's going to be interesting. Someone did something very bad and graphic to the like button. Crypto, did you mean to spell crypto? Thanks for the spam. Never heard of Pulse Coin. Pulse Chain. It's a Richard Hart project. It's actually quite interesting. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am involved. If you're wondering if I sacrificed, yes, I did. We'll see what it does. It will basically airdrop you. It will be a blockchain, a chain. And it will airdrop you any tokens you have currently in your MetaMask, for example, will drop you the equivalent in your wallet. So it's the biggest airdrop that's ever happened. It's actually quite interesting. I have a whole interview and the whole discussion with Richard Hart. Check it out on my channel. We go really deep into it and we keep it very simple as well. Is crypto safer than NFTs because you can't always sell an NFT? It depends on your view. Yes and no. It really depends on what quality NFT just as what quality crypto. It's like saying is art safer than, I don't know, Rolexes? You can't really answer. Can I explain a little bit about Web3? Yeah, Web3, we don't have much time, but I'll say this. Web 2, you rented whatever you had. Web 3, you own whatever you had. So Web 2 could be taken away from me. Web 3 is NFTs, gaming objects, stuff like that. It's going to make a very big difference. I really don't have much more time. Last question, should I buy more Moon River in a dip? I think Moon River could do very well from here. I would in a dip. Yes, thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this so you don't miss the next video. Thank you for another show. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate every single one of you. I love all of you, and I look forward to these shows every single week. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed already, and if and only if you enjoyed yourself on the stream, consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Take care. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.